Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of a game called KeeperRL. I want to start off just by thanking JB for this recommendation. I checked it out after he mentioned it on the Massive Chalice concluding episode. Thanks for being the only person to watch that, by the way. And I immediately like this game. It's awesome. If you are familiar with Dwarf Fortress, it's very similar. It's obviously inspired by Dwarf Fortress. And it's a really nice idea. It's a much smaller scale than Dwarf Fortress, so you can play the game much quicker instead of like a long, like hours-long, dragged-out kind of gameplay, which is Dwarf Fortress and is awesome in its own right. This is a much quicker game. I find that it only lasts, well, maybe it's because I'm bad now that I think about it, but it only lasts about 30 minutes to an hour or so, and I'm sure it could go longer if I was good at the game, but we're going to go ahead and get a kind of an overview of the game. You'll see how it plays, kind of how the controls are done, that sort of thing. Nothing too crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of things I don't know about yet. So if you've played this and you have some suggestions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will be happy to try to incorporate them. So here we go. We're going to hit play game. Now you have two options here. Adventurer is more like your traditional, like old school roguelike type game. I should just say rogue, because it is literally just a top-down kind of adventure type game where if you die, I believe your game is done. I have not dabbled in the adventurer mode very much, but we're going to play Keeper, and I'll explain it as we go. My Keeper's name, as you can see, if you watch the first series of Dominions, is Fyrlynalm. That was my god. He was successful. So we're going to go ahead and click done here. There's going to be a loading screen, and we will start it right up. Let's do this thing. Alright, so that was actually really quick. I thought it would take a lot longer. So it says, "So Warlock, you were dabbling in the dark arts, Tad, I see. Welcome to the Valley of Ithandalar, where you'll have to do what you can to keep yourself together. Build rooms, storage units, and workshops to endorse your minions. The only way to go forward in this world is to destroy the ones who oppose you. Use the mouse to dig, blah, 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 blah." So basically, the story behind this game is that we are this keeper, this sorcerer, who is going to lead a pack of minions and basically evil monsters like goblins and ogres and things like that. And we're basically trying to kill innocents and stuff like that. We're the bad guy in this. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here. Very simple. You can kind of drag to start chiseling out some of this earth here, and you can also do the same with the trees, which I constantly forget to do in the early games. So let's go ahead and mark some of those. These will provide us with some resources to build rooms and things like that. So let's see, the red things here, yellow and greenish or grayish, I don't know. These are our resources for like minerals and stones and things like that, so we definitely want those. We can hold shift and form a box, kind of tell our guys to dig out a whole area, and while I'm at it, we can summon these imps here. So this blue icon is our kind of like mana, I guess. Not sure if that's the exact terminology for it, but we can summon more of these guys. That'll help us dig through the land a little faster. Now this game, I believe, is in early access, and I normally totally boycott early access games. I have a very bitter taste in my mouth about it, and you can tell right now there's no music, and I've noticed that it kicks in and out. A lot of times there is no music at all, no sounds, nothing. So that is the way the game plays right now, at least as far as I can tell, unless there's something I'm not aware of. But it is kind of funky. It is kind of funky not having music. Anyway, I'm thinking at this point, I tend to use... I'm kind of anal when it comes to this stuff. I was the same way with Dwarf Fortress. I always wanted everything symmetrical. I always wanted rooms to be in odd-numbered boxes because they kind of... You can see right here, you make like a nice little tunnel with kind of a niche in the wall. You can put some torches up there if you have to. So we're going to try to do a logical build to our base as best as I can. I'll be honest, I have not successfully held off invaders, and I've actually been invaded literally 2 or 3 minutes into the game, so it's not uncommon to get wiped out really quickly. So let's go ahead, let's grab all this resource here. And what we're going to do here, actually, we need to get a room down where we can set our resources, because you can't actually use these stones. This is iron ore, I guess. Yeah, the bottom right corner it says what it is. You can't actually use these until you store them in a room. So let's get something like that going. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll go like this. Let's see. Something like this. Fairly large room, I think, because this is going to be the room that's going to hold our, not only our stone resources, but our trees and things like that. And God, is that annoying me not having music. Let's try this. Sometimes if you kick this on and off, it'll kick in. There we go. Okay. I was thinking, if I got to, I will put some freaking Metallica on here, and we'll listen to that stuff. But okay, good thing. So that was really bugging me. All right, so we got this room coming out. We got our trees down there. That's pretty good. What we need to do is build our first actual room here. So we got this one. It's being dug out, but to actually create a room, you have to designate the space. So here we got storage. You got everything, equipment, resources. We're gonna do resources. And now that all 6 of our guys are going, I'm gonna let them clear out all that space. They take a little longer to get through the resources. Do it. Do it, baby. Do it. Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Boom. That's a really monstrous area. Actually, it's probably too big, but that's all right. All right, here's what I'm talking about, where I'm anal, and I gotta have... This stuff's gotta be, like, completely symmetrical, so... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, boom. That looks pretty good. So we'll have multiple doors there. You gotta put up torches, which I'm trying to remember how to do. Installations, I believe. Here we go. These are free, but they light up the territory. And if you have, like, workbenches and things like that, and there's no torches, they won't be as efficient, if I recall correctly. So let's just light this room up. Even though technically, I don't think it really matters that much. That looks pretty good. Alright, we need a dormitory, which will let us get more minions. So let's go ahead and do that. I do like to have... Let's see, I like to have my defenses up here in front, like where our troops train. So let's choose some of this area out, and we'll look to go something like this. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like it. Okay, well, close enough. You can't be perfect. Okay, we can't do doors because we don't have wood yet, which is weird. We should have wood. Yeah, we do have wood. No, we're good. Why can't I do doors yet? Ah, yes, because we haven't researched it yet. All right, we'll get to that. Here we go. So we're going to set down dormitories. There we go. Place for our guys to stay. What we need for our keeper, because he's doing nothing right now, is a library. And I think it's probably best to put this somewhere in the back. At least in my limited experience thus far. So let's go like this. We want to leave a fairly big area open for this, because we will get minions that will use the library as well. So let's start with like a 5x5. Alright, we'll come over there, dig that out, and then we'll set down a library. Good stuff. That'll let our keeper do research, which is his primary function. He learns magic, and research will let you unlock, I don't know, different crafting, different buildings, I think, rooms, I should say, that sort of thing. We'll get to that as we go, but I can't really get into it until I have a library down, so. Let's see. We got the dormitory. What we'll need is a training room, too. So let's go ahead and lay this. Let's go ahead. We'll do a 3x3 for the library for now. The library is 20 wood per pop. So you can see down here at the bottom, I'm negative 151 in wood. We need to actually chop some more trees. So let's just do a big old area like that. Good stuff. And this guy is going to be picking up more mana as he goes. So I'm thinking, let's do like 2 more imps. Just because I can tell that my guys are going a little slower than I would like. Actually, just transporting goods around the map is a very slow process. So they got to run all the way out there and then run all the way back. So it's good to have as many. You don't want to have too many because every one you buy adds to the total cost in terms of mana. We've lost our music again. It's like I don't know, very odd, isn't it? Okay. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Okay, training room. Let's put up a training room. Now, I'm not sure how this works as far as attracting new units. See, let's see. Right now we have 1 minion out of 10. Our keeper is the only minion that we have. And we have 8 imps. They don't count towards your minion count. So, oh, there we go. An ogre just joined us. So, ogres tend to, as you would imagine, be combat troops. You got to outfit them. They use the training room to improve their skills. So, oh, there's another ogre. Wow, look at that. Damn, I feel like ogres are pretty big, pretty good units. Let's see. Okay, well, now that we have these guys, let's get into our library, because what we need to do is get them the ability to craft weapons and things like that. So, oh, let's see. I'm trying to remember how these work. Pig breeding, I know, lets you have more minions in your base. And sorcery is obviously your magic. I believe crafting will let us get some basic weaponry out. Maybe it's ironworking. And these are just flat mana costs. So right now we have 83. Let's do the ironworking, just so we can get weapons going. That sort of thing. So we're gonna need space for that. Lots of resources. Let's dig this out over here. Ooh. I forgot my torch in my library. Let's get that going. We're good there. Okay, here we go. So let's dig this up. Boy. I got an idea. We're gonna make this kind of like a big hall. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna go like this, and then just to make it look cooler, we're gonna go like down here. I gotta be careful, because you can see right here that there is a kind of like a space. I don't want to drill through the wall into the outside world, because then we'll have another entrance to our base. That would be bad. I need to build a treasure room. They're right, I do need to build a treasure room. Okay, let's do that up here. Okay, again, we do want to leave space for our library to grow. So, like, we could do something like this. Let's see. You know, I don't want my guys to take the time to dig it out just yet. So that'll kind of set aside the space for us. It's not even, I know. It drives me nuts. Okay. Treasure room. Let's do this right here. Yeah, kill or torture innocent beings for more mana. That's what I want to do. If we can get out, into the world, we might be able to find some sleeping peasants and stuff like that. All right, another orc. So we're really attracting a lot. So see, this is one thing I've noticed about the game with bringing in units. Right now we have 8 out of our 10. Now we have 9. They're all orcs and ogres. Let's go ahead and dig this out, actually. And we're not getting a unit that actually lets you research better. I can't remember what they're called. Mages, something to that effect. But they would help us research much quicker. We're researching very poorly right now, so that's not good. But I'm not sure what governs the acquisition of new troops. Let's see. Let's get these walls lit up a little bit. Okay, look at that. That's nice. So let's go ahead and make our library a little bigger. I do think that part of it has to do with the size of your library. Though I am guessing. Okay, and then we also need a room for manufacturing, which it's probably bad that I haven't done that already, to be honest. This question mark right here is a surprise. Could be anything. I've seen let's see, I've seen things like hordes of orcs just sitting in there. and they don't attack you. I think they act as like neutral forces, or even they'll support you. So it's kind of interesting. Whoops, I clicked a guy there. Good God, get out of my way. Let's go ahead and light that hallway up. This is going to need to be much bigger, I think. That's not large enough for how many troops we have. Not sure what we're doing over here on the right yet. They got these eyeballs. They're 10 mana. They'll give us line of sight in areas that we don't have units, but the problem is they cost mana, and since we only have our keeper researching, that's going to be a little expensive for us, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a manufacturing place here. Forge, workshop, forge. Probably need to put down a workshop as well. Let's see. Boom, boom. Light it up. Nice. Looks good. Looks good. We don't want to dig too close to that surprise. I would rather break into that from over here. So, oh yeah, the treasury room. Crap, guys. I'm a mess. There we go. We need lights all along this hallway too. Oh, there we go. Light it up. Nice, nice. Damn it. When there's a guy there, you always click the guy. You can't... Ah! Thought I could sneak it in. There we go. Okay. Good stuff. What am I forgetting? So we got treasure room, library, we're golden. Can't do a pigsty yet. We got a dormitory. We got training rooms, manufactories. We do need that space for... Let's... I hate to move it too far away from our forge. Screw it. Let's just do it. I don't want to take up this space either because it's kind of for the dorm. So let's do something like this. Looks good. Okay. Unless this turns out to... We gotta watch this because I don't want to break through a wall. Okay, we're fine. This is probably all enclosed, I think, because it has the same looking ground. It is inside the cavern, but I'd rather not risk it. And my music is gone again, I've noticed. Ritual room. I don't know the ritual room yet. Beast Slayer, I don't understand that yet. Graveyard, my understanding is that you can raise undead to fight for you. Have not seen it yet. Prison, torture room. Okay, fine. Good enough. One thing that I would like to show before we call it an episode. So let's do this. We're going to form a team. And we'll do our 2 lowest level orcs, because we're going to basically risk them, and hopefully it'll work out, but I want to show you guys what it's like going out into the world. So what you can do is actually go in here, you can activate these guys. No, I'm sorry, command. And now we're actually going to control our armies. So you can actually move individual characters around the map, or squads up to... I've seen them as large as like 7 or 8 units, but I haven't really gotten much larger than that. And what we want to do is, if we can get lucky, is find a place where there's some innocents, like just peasants taking a nap, or even children running around. It's pretty open. Oh, there's a... Let's see, magic mushroom. Yeah, you can pick those up. Good stuff. I believe those are used in alchemy recipes, but I'm not certain. Let's see, what can we find? That's probably the same wall to our own cavern. Okay, a little water. Oh, you can go through there. Didn't realize. Alright, I feel like if there's a bridge, there's probably people nearby. All the maps are randomly generated too, so... Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay. So, we're going to bash this door open. Actually, let's take a trip around real quick. Okay, yeah, it looks pretty small. Nice, nice. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, it said I can hear snoring, so we're going to bash this door open. Oh, there they are, victims. Child level 1, peasant level 1. Okay, so all the combat's done via text at the top. You can see the peasant can't move. You kick the peasant wakes up, child wakes up, the punch is harmless. Child kicks the orc, punch is harmless, yada yada yada. Orc punches the peasant, breaks his neck, kills him in one shot. One hitter quitter. Wow. Okay. And there we go. Got the kid too. So the nice thing about that is killing innocents gets you a lot of mana. So we're kind of making up for the fact that we only have our guy, our keeper, researching. Here we go. This is a Warhammer. Good stuff. Oh, full of rats. Okay, let's kill him. Good stuff. I really hate that there's no music. If I'm missing something on the music part, guys, let me know. Apologize for that. It is unfortunate. Okay. Nice. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not sure how much that got us. We'll take a look before we call it an episode here. Okay. Let's head back to base. Nice. Leave control. There we go. We got 214 mana. So I'm not sure how much we had going out, but it couldn't have been that high because we only got our one guy researching right now. So pretty awesome. We'll definitely look to get out there more with these guys in the next episode. I'm going to call it here. This is, I want to say, $15 on Steam. Don't quote me on that, but I do like it a lot. I think it's pretty solid. Again, early access. I generally don't recommend early access, but I've had fun with this. I think it's pretty decent. Stick around for the next few episodes if you're interested in seeing more, and leave me a comment below. I'll catch you in the next one.